Hey, this is Lena with the Soap Obsession Bath and Body Shop, back with you to make an essential oil soap. I've called it Dark Tiger, and you'll see in this video I don't do a traditional tiger stripe pour. However, the results do very much look like that of the coat of a tiger. Alright, so it's pretty cool, and the blend that we're using today is a very woodsy, earthy, masculine scent with the right amount of sweetness to it, so it smells great. All right, please remember, if you are liking this content, please make sure you subscribe, hit that notifications button, like the video, please like the video, and feel free to leave me a comment. I'm always looking for feedback on my videos. All right, so let's go ahead and make some soap. Today we're going to be working with a nice blend. We'll be using this is from Bulk Apothecary, our patchouli cedarwood. All right, this is what they call a natural fragrance oil. So it's our, it consists of the two essential oils, patchouli and cedarwood, and I think fractionated coconut oil. All right, and I have blended that with some tangerine essential oil. All right, so for our colors, we're going to be using Black Night mica powder, all right, from Crafter's Choice, Wholesale Supplies Plus, and from Aztec we're going to be using a pigment, brown number 10. Okay. All right, and we're also going to have some uncolored soap, which is probably going to turn, you know, a beige orangey color, because we're using the tangerine, which does discolor, and patchouli, I do believe, discolors as well. So we got our additives already blended up. So I'm going to go ahead and add in my lye solution. All right, it does have sodium lactate in it. All right, we're going to go ahead and get that in there. We're going to lightly blend. Okay, we're going to see how that works today. Sometimes I overdo it with the blending, but we'll see. All right, so let's get this blended up. Pulse lightly here. Alright, so this essential oil blend, and I've mixed it in with some kaolin clay to give it some anchoring power. You know, again, you know, that tangerine in there, I'm hoping that really sticks and brighten up that patchouli and cedarwood. It kind of has, it's a very strong smell, that cedarwood and patchouli. You know, let my husband smell it. He's like, man, that's strong. So you kind of have to let it sit in order to really, you know, for it to come through and smell good to you, smell better, because, you know, just smelling it right out the bottle. But I'm hoping this tangerine will brighten it up. It seems to while I was sitting. All right, so I'm going to blend this by hand. I'll probably do a little bit of mixing, more mixing. It in nicely. So this is more of a masculine scent. Oh, that looks nice. Nice thin consistency. But I am going to blend it up just a little bit. I'm going to pulse it. Not so much blending, but pulsing. To start by pouring off just some of simply pouring off some of the batter here. This is going to stay uncolored. Okay, don't want a whole bunch of that. All right, then we're going to have some of our black oxide that's here. Not black oxide. This is Midnight, Black Night mica powder. I don't know what I'm thinking. All right, that's enough of that. Maybe a little bit more. How much of that? We got 12 ounces there. How many ounces we got here? Just not even a cup. Okay. I'm gonna make this one a full 8 ounces, and that's just by looking at my measuring cups here. All right, and then the rest of this is going to be our brown pigment color. So I'm gonna mix that first. Obviously the uncolored doesn't need anything, so I'm gonna go ahead and put that in, get that mixed in real nice, and then I'll mix up my black and then start getting things in our mold. Hopefully this turns out to be a nice deep brown color. And I chose brown because it's the base color, simply because you know, this has a woodsy smell to it, I think. You know, not woodsy like some other fragrances, but I feel like that's what it reminds me of. I might need to blend this some more. See speckles of pigment powder in there. See if we can stir those in real good. Bubbles out. Of course, I make more bubbles. Okay, and I feel like that helped. Brown is a little bit richer now. Okay. I do feel it thicken up on me, so I'm gonna stop there. Mix up our black. That's looking pretty good. Okay, let's bring back in our brown. And what we're going to do, I'm going to try to do a different pour today. Don't know how it's going to work, but I'm going to pour my black down this side. Pour all that in. I guess I will save a little bit for the top. Scrape most of it in though. Alright. Now I'm going to go ahead and pour our uncolored soap on the other side. And that is actually thickened up. I'm going to use a different spatula here to loosen it up. Loosen it up here. It's gotten quite thick for me not to have done anything to it, and that's because it didn't have any extra oil like the other colors. So let's go ahead, we're going to pour it down the side here. Let me pour it this way so you can see. And that's not going down. We'll go higher. There we are. Don't know if I got enough of it to go down to the bottom though. Got a little bit of it to come down. Alright, so that's gonna throw things off a bit. Alright. Okay. Go ahead and let's get our mold in here. Okay. Alright, there we are. Okay, and I am going to go ahead and pour this in, and I'm going to try to shimmy it to the, left and to the right as I pour it. And go lengthwise of the mold like this. Let's see what we get. Got a lot of that uncolored soap is coming out. Kind of down to the end of it because it didn't go all the way down. That's alright. I think every bar will have some. It'll just be towards the bottom of the bar. That black is still coming out though. Clean up the edges here. Push this back down. Push that back down. Okay, let's go ahead. Okay, alright. Okay, let's go ahead and let's finish it up. Kind of feel like maybe I should pour the rest of the... I'm going to put the rest of the black in here. Put it on the other side. This is going to sit above the top of the mold. It's thickening up on me, so it's kind of hard to go back and forth. Look at that. Up these sides here, push it back on to the top. Okay. It's looking pretty cool right now. That black and brown. Okay, let's see. We can get the rest on top here and clean up our edges for good. It's not super thick. I'm still just shimmying it out in the container, my bowl here rather. It does look like we're going to need to scrape this out to get the rest on here. Okay, I'm going to try to put it on the same way I've been putting it on the whole time. I do realize I'm probably not going to be as successful, but we'll see here in a moment. So I'm just going to try to not do any swirlies since this is a man's soap. I'm just going to try to go up and down. It's kind of mound up on there. Not going deep really. Moving some of the soap around. Distribute the colors more. Okay. Alright, so we're going to go the other way. Okay. All right. I don't know how I feel about that, but let's go ahead and let's clean up the edges. And then we'll see how it looks. Clean up these edges. come around this side. That doesn't look too bad. It's got a little interest on top. I didn't do too bad on the edges. Okay. Alright. So this is our tangerine and patchouli soap. Alright, tangerine, patchouli, and cedarwood rather. Soap. And we'll be back in a couple days to cut it. We are back to cut our soap. As you can see, it looks pretty good. It actually kind of looks like a loaf of bread, like raisin bread or something like that on the top. But looks pretty cool. So I poured this one a little bit differently, and so we're going to see how it looks on the inside. So we're going to go ahead and make our first cut. Alright, let's see what we got here. Alright, that looks pretty cool. So it kind of looks like I won't say tiger stripe, but yeah, it looks cool. Alright, I do like that. I like the way that looks. And it smells good. That tangerine is still holding on. Alright, hoping that it continues. Alright, let's cut a few more to see how it looks. Okay, very cool. So it is kind of tigerous. I think you don't, usually when you do a tiger stripe pour, the layers are kind of drooping down into each other. Not like this one though. Okay. All right, let's go. Let's keep going and see what we got. Alright, that is very pretty, and that white didn't drop all the way down to the bottom of our container, so therefore, that's why it's only towards the bottom of the pour. Alright, okay, I think I like that. I like how that came out. I'm gonna try that pour again, and hopefully both colors will, all the colors will go down to the bottom, and you have some throughout the soap. So here it is. Alright, got a few air bubbles, but that's okay. Smells fabulous. Let's do another one here. Okay, very nice. Alright, I like how that turned out. I like how that turned out. I think this is more of a masculine scent, and I think that the way it was looking it really suits it. Alright, here is another one. I think I like the colors too. Colors look pretty good too. Alright, got two more here, two more cuts. Okay. Alright, here we are. Oh, very nice. Very nice. And there's our end piece. Alright, so there you have it. Turned out great. Alright. check us out at the soapobsession.com, and I'll see you for the next video.